What if I told you that the daily walk you are so proud of is not rebuilding your weak legs and may even be hiding the problem? You walk every day, and still the staircase feels steeper every month. Getting up from a low armchair takes a push off the armrests. That feeling is real. It has a real cause, and it is no reason to stop walking. Your legs are getting plenty of endurance but almost no strength, and nobody ever explains that difference to adults over 60. It quietly costs people their independence one staircase at a time. Today, I am going to show you the one movement that rebuilds that strength, and you can do it before your feet even touch the floor in the morning. Lying in your own bed, 2 minutes a leg, no equipment anywhere in the room. We will cover why walking cannot rebuild a weak thigh on its own, exactly how to do this movement, 3 upgrades that make it stronger week by week, and the moment, around 2 to 3 weeks in, when you should feel your first firmer stand. And stay with me for the one mistake almost everyone makes with this exact movement, because it quietly cancels out the strength you are working for. It's the mistake almost everyone gets wrong. I will show you how to avoid it. First, the why. The big muscle on the front of your thigh, the quadriceps, works like the jack you would use to lift a car. Its whole job is to raise heavy weight, your body weight, straight up, off a chair, up a stair, off the toilet at 2 in the morning, but on a flat sidewalk, that jack barely works. Walking on level ground uses your thigh at only a small fraction of its full strength, because momentum does most of the lifting for you. Now, walking is genuinely good for you. It keeps your heart, your lungs, and your stamina in shape, and I am not here to talk you out of your morning loop around the park. But here is what walking cannot do. It cannot load that jack anywhere near its limit. And a muscle that is never loaded near its limit does not grow stronger. After 70, it grows weaker instead by around 3% every single year, and the fibers you lose fastest are the fast-twitch strength fibers, the exact ones that lift you off a chair. That was never your fault. Nobody told you there was a difference between training endurance and training strength. The fix is a movement called the straight leg raise, done lying in bed before you get up. Physical therapists have used this exact movement in knee replacement recovery for decades because it rebuilds the thigh when even walking is too much for the joint. This is the foundation of everything today, the single most important movement in this entire routine. Harold is 76. He walks 2 miles every morning, the same loop past the park, and last spring he froze at the bottom of his own staircase because his thighs were trembling before the 3rd step. 2 miles a day and 3 stairs beat him. Once he understood that his walks were maintaining endurance while his strength quietly drained away, the fix finally made sense. Before your first repetition, 3 ground rules. If you have had a recent hip or knee replacement or surgery on your back, check with your doctor or physical therapist before adding this. Keep your other knee bent with that foot flat on the mattress because it protects your lower back, and learn the difference between 2 signals. A deep, warm burn in the muscle is the goal. A sharp pain in a joint is a stop sign. Stop immediately if you feel it. Here is the movement exactly. You are lying on your back in bed, head on the pillow, bend your left knee, and plant that foot flat on the mattress. Your right leg stays out straight. Before anything lifts, tighten the thigh of that straight leg. Squeeze it like you are trying to press the back of your knee down into the bed. Feel the muscle harden under your hand. That squeeze is the engine of this whole exercise. Keep the knee locked straight and raise your heel about 12 inches off the mattress, roughly the height of your bent knee. Take a full 3 seconds to lift. Then take a full 3 seconds to lower it back down, controlled like you are setting down something fragile. The lowering matters just as much as the lift. Do 8 to 10 repetitions, then switch legs. One form cue. The knee stays locked the entire time because if it softens, the thigh stops doing the work. And one sensation to expect, by the last 2 repetitions, the front of your thigh should feel a deep, tired burn. That burn is the jack being rebuilt, and it is exactly what we are after. Do this every morning before you rise. It wakes the muscle and steadies your very first steps of the day in the hallway, on the way to the bathroom, exactly where early morning stumbles happen. Once 10 repetitions feel manageable on both legs, you are ready for the first upgrade. Upgrade 1, the pause at the top. Everything stays the same, except when your heel reaches the top, you hold it there for a full 2 seconds before lowering. Count them out loud if it helps. Those 2 seconds force the thigh to carry the leg's full weight with no momentum at all, which is exactly the demand a staircase makes. Expect the burn to arrive 2 repetitions earlier. That is proof of load, not a warning. When you can hold that pause on every repetition of both legs, the exercise has roughly doubled in difficulty, and you still have not left the bed. If you want all of this laid out day by day, I put everything into Steady for Good, the Home Balance and Leg Strength Handbook for over 70s. It walks you through the full night and morning protocol and the chair rise ladder, step by step, with no gym, no floor work, and no equipment. You will find it through the link in the description. Now, here is the mistake I promised you, the one that surprises people the most. The mistake is speed. Watch someone try this exercise for the first time, and you will almost always see the same thing. The leg swings up fast, drops down faster, and the repetitions rush by. It feels productive. It is nearly worthless. And momentum is the exact thief we are taking this exercise away from. The muscle only rebuilds during slow loaded seconds, so every second you shave off a repetition is strength you never receive. If you keep one detail from this entire video, keep this. Slow is not the easy version. Slow is the strong version. 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down every single time, and if you tire, cut repetitions before you ever cut the speed. Upgrade 2 arrives in week 2, and it happens at night. Keep your morning set exactly as it is, and add a second full set in the evening right before you turn off the bedside lamp. Same movement, same pause, 8 to 10 repetitions per leg. Muscle grows on repeated signals, and 2 well-spaced sets a day roughly doubles that signal without doubling the strain of any single session. And it buys you something else. Your first movement of the day and your last movement of the day both become strength work, which turns every night of sleep into recovery time. When both sets feel steady, you graduate off the mattress entirely. Upgrade 3. The seated knee extension, and this is the graduation move. Sit tall on a sturdy kitchen chair, hips all the way back, both feet flat on the floor. Straighten your right knee until the lower leg is level with the floor, 3 seconds on the way up. Hold 2 at the top, 3 seconds coming down. 8 to 10 per leg, then switch. This earns the word graduation because sitting upright, your thigh now lifts the whole lower leg against gravity through the exact range a stair climb uses, and gravity fights harder in this position than it ever did in bed. Keep your back against the chair and your hands resting in your lap, not pushing on your thighs. The burn will feel familiar. It should. It is the same rebuilding signal, 1 level higher. When 10 controlled repetitions per leg feel steady here, your legs are stronger than the day you started by a margin you will feel on the very next staircase. So what should the calendar look like? I want to be honest with you about week 1. You may feel almost nothing changing, and that is normal because the first days are not about the muscle growing at all. They are about your nervous system relearning how to switch that muscle fully on. Researchers who study strength training call these early neural gains. Connection first, size later. Then, somewhere in week 2 or 3, most people meet the checkpoint from the start of this video. The first firmer stand. One morning you rise from the edge of the bed or up off a kitchen chair and you notice your hands never touch the armrests. It will feel small. Write the date down anyway. Weak thighs are among the strongest predictors of an older adult losing independence. So that first unassisted stand means you have stepped measurably back from that edge. Firmer stands in 2 to 3 weeks. Steadier stairs, following close behind. That is the honest timeline. Anchor it so it never depends on motivation. Morning set before your feet touch the floor, evening set before the lamp goes off, the bed itself becomes the reminder. And do not skip the mornings when your legs already feel strong. Those mornings are the deposits that carry you through the harder ones. You are doing this work now, so your legs can catch you later on a stair edge, in a dark hallway, in the split second when it matters most. Because this was never about exercise for its own sake. It is about carrying your own laundry basket upstairs, rising from any chair in any room without scanning for armrests first, staying in your own home on your own terms for as long as possible. 2 minutes in bed, morning and night, is a very small price for that. And once your thighs are stronger, that new strength needs to learn balance. In my next video, I will show you the kitchen counter exercise that takes the strength you are building here and teaches it to catch you mid-step. That is where steadiness really gets built, so keep an eye out for it. Before you go, tell me down below where your legs feel at first, the stairs or getting up from a chair. I read every comment, and it shapes what I make next. Everything from today lives inside Steady for Good, the home balance and leg strength handbook for over 70s, including the 5-minute daily routine and the drills that rebuild stair confidence, with no gym, no floor work, and no equipment. Use the code on your screen to get your copy, and if these videos help you stay steady and independent, subscribe to Steady Steve so the next one reaches you.